Welcome everybody to the seasonal diet, eating what our ancestors ate when they ate it like we were evolved to do. So speaking about fruits in season for the month of February. Last year I did videos about all the in-season foods that our ancestors would have eaten, so this year we're keeping it in a simpler and going into a bit more depth on the fruits each month, and now is February, and this goes along with the seasonal diet refrigerator magnet calendar that some of you have picked up already, available on our website and Amazon. So let's get into February. This is the middle of winter. The coldest months are not going to be very abundant with fruit, especially in the places that actually do have cold winters. It's going to be similar to the video that I did last month in January, but a couple new things starting to come into season and a couple of fruits disappearing out of season for the year. So you may be able to find some wild growing things depending on where you live, some winter berries. Even if you're living in a place where it snows, you can find some winter berries, but this video is primarily focusing on the ones that we find in grocery stores that have a history of harvest and trade. So we're still in good season for most citrus, and a lot of this is often imported from places not so far away from you. If you're in Europe, it's maybe brought in from Spain, the oranges, the limes, the lemons, things like that. If you're in the US, it's grown in Florida or something like that. So those are still in great season. There are some of the citrus that is coming out of season, like the Clementines. This will be the last month you're going to be able to see those in most places, so it's going to be a great time to pick those up in a big bag. They're my favorite citrus, so this is a good time to stock up on those because we're not going to see them again until probably about November time. Persimmons too, they're about done by now. Same thing with dates, figs, and the other kind of late season Mediterranean tree fruits. And that's about it for the fruits that are grown in places like the US or Europe that have moderate to very cold winters. All the rest of the fruits that you are going to see in season near you are either going to be imported from halfway around the world, or they're going to be grown in a greenhouse or something like that. So not the ideal way, not the best way to support your local agriculture either, but you can still find some fruits that are in good season. Bananas, they are a good staple. The bananas are a good staple year-round because they are cultivated widely and in tropical climates in Latin America. So it's very little difference in the season there. So you can find bananas year-round, but they're best around this time, and supply tends to be very high in our wintertime. Coconuts, guava, passion fruit, there's some of the more exotic ones that are in peak ripeness in February. Also things like pineapples, kumquats, and some more of the tropical fruits that are imported from South America or Asia. They are going to be in season now, and you should be able to find them in good supply in your local grocery store. Kiwis too are in top season. They usually come from New Zealand, where it's their summertime now, but either way they can be pretty easily transported and preserved, so you can find some great kiwis in your stores right now. And that's about it. Not a ton to choose from, like I mentioned. This is February, but we're definitely getting to the time where it's going to start picking up. You still find some foreign tropical fruits that are imported in that are very good this time of year, but stay tuned for next month, because March and April is when we really start to see a big change in a lot of the places, and we'll have some new fruits then. So check out the calendar if you like, and stay tuned for next month.